Hi, boys and girls. We're going to do some writing today. And I want to talk about writing for a minute. So, boys and girls, we do a lot of writing on Zoom, don't we? We write on these boards almost every day. Okay, we didn't write on Zoom yesterday because we were doing a book and it takes a lot of, we have to go over all the sight words and everything, but almost every day. Sometimes we write numbers, sometimes we write sight words, sometimes we write sound out words, and we've been doing a lot of sentences. But you also have to learn how to write just on paper. Okay, I love these boards because they're so easy. Let's say we write a sentence and we make a mistake. It's so easy to erase it, right? Easier than on paper. But you do need to know how to write on paper. We want to get you ready for going to first grade next year, right? So today we are going to write on paper, and you're going to find the paper in the pink folder. It says writing on it. So we did some penmanship. Okay, we did some, remember these sentence boxes right here where we kind of built some sentences, but then I put just some blank paper in there. Kind of looks like our board. Look, the lines are almost the same, aren't they? They're almost the same size. But we call this story paper because there's room for a story, a picture on the top. And then we have this, and then we have the other size that goes like this. Today, I just want you to use this one with the 3 lines, not the other one, because I just want you to write one sentence, maybe 2. Okay, so this is what I want to do. We've been doing one sight word a week, one every week until this week. This week we're going to start learning 2. And a lot of times the Nat Geo groups the words together. And so this week they're grouping these two, these 2 words together. A lot of you guys already know this one. T-O is 2. It's not the number 2. It's like, I went to the store, or I like to go fishing. Okay, now if this is 2 and it's T-O, what do you think this one is? D-O. Do. Now they are sight words because look, okay, if I was going to sound this out, I might go ta. That's not a word. Or I might go to-o, toe. Well, toe is a word, but that's not how you write it. So you just have to put it in your brain. It sounds like there's 2 O's there. 2, okay? All right, and then do. That would be a hard word to sound out because you'd probably go da. That's not a word. Or doe, and that's not a word. Well, it is if you, a deer is a doe, but there we go. So we got 2 and do. So today we're going to use this word, okay? So I want you guys to write a sentence about something you like to do or somewhere you like to go. So I'm going to start off on the board because it's easy. And you know what? We may end up doing this on Zoom tomorrow too. But we've got something else to do. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, watch. I always has a capital letter, doesn't it? It always has a capital letter because you're talking about yourself, right? I. Now we're going to say like, and that's a sight word. If you want, get it out. It's a red word. No, I'm sorry. It's an orange word. If you want, get it out. But I can write it by myself. So K. Now be careful when you make your K. A lot of times I see kids make capital Ks. It should be lowercase. So instead of going all the way to the top, I go like this. And it ends with a silent E. The silent E makes the I say its name. If the E wasn't there, that word would be lick. I don't want to say I lick to go to the store. I like to go to the store. Okay, now 2 finger space and our new sight word to. T-O. Okay, now if you're going to write something you like to do, then you would just stop here. I like to swim, or I like to play video games. So you might need help finishing it off, okay? I like to cook and eat. I like to read books. So if you just want to write that, what you like to do, then you're going to just use these 3 words. But you could also add an extra sight word, go. I like to go, and so I'm going to put go down here. I like to go. Now I'm going to leave it because I could go, I like to go swimming, or I like to go to the store, or I like to go to the park. You might end up using the word to again. And sometimes kids get confused because they'll say, well, I already wrote the word to. Well, yeah, you did, but you need it again. I like to go to the And then I am going to put a line right here. And then when we're done, I'm going to put a period. Okay. In fact, maybe we should all just do this one because then I can take a picture of this. Tell me about someplace you like to go. So you're going to copy this. I like to go to the, and then you fill in the word. That means you only have to write one word. Now, it is a little tricky. So mom and dad might have to help you a little bit. If you say, I like to go to the park, you need the word the there. Okay. I like to go to the store. But what if you want to say grandma's house? I like to go to the grandma's house. Then you don't need the word the, do you? Because if you have the word the, I like to go to the grandma's house. No, it's your grandma's house, right? So in that case, you would say, I like to go to my grandma's house. So maybe I'll just stop right here, okay? I like to go to where? Right? So what you're going to do is you're going to write this sentence on your paper and then you're going to draw me a picture. Now, I'm not quite done because I want to show you on the paper. We'll do the same thing on the paper. Now, boys and girls, you need something to remind you of putting spaces down. Now, that might be your little eraser works good. Let me see. I need my pencil. And then let me grab something real quick. Okay, we've done this before. If you put a couple of Unifix cubes together, like this, it makes a nice little space bar, okay? Or a popsicle stick, but it has to be one of those thick ones. It can't be a little one. All right, I gotta very carefully tilt my camera down. I gotta be so careful. All right, so I'm gonna start on the top, on the very left. And then I'm gonna put my stick down. I'm going to put that space bar down like, and then I'm going to put the bar down again, my cubes, to, T-O, put it down again, go. I probably do have room on the top, but I think I'm going to go down below. I'm going to go back and read what I have. Now, you know what? You want to continuously go back and read because sometimes it's easy for kids to leave words out. I like to go to, okay, I'll put it down again. And now I could say the park, okay, or the beach, or the snow, or the mountains. There's just so many things I could write, okay? Now remember, if you were saying my grandma's house, you don't want the word the. I like to go to my grandmother's house, or I like to go to my best friend's house. So you have 3 lines. You might not need them all, okay, unless, watch, my favorite place probably to go to is the beach, but right now, because we're doing winter and because I just got back from Park City and I was in the mountains, I'm going to say the mountains, okay? Okay, you say whatever you want, boys and girls. You don't have to do mine. I'm going to say mountains. Now, that's a really hard word, so you can ask Mommy and Daddy to help you. I like to go to the mountains, okay, to see the snow. So if you want, you could just stop here. I like to go to the mountains. That's an excellent sentence. I could put a period. Okay, but I have another line. So for a challenge, you could maybe write even more than that and tell me what you want to do. I like to go to the mountains and see the snow. Now I could have said and play in the snow. Okay, but I don't think I have enough room. So see, let me show you right now. And then I'm gonna put 2-finger space, the, oh, this is just gonna fit perfect, snow. Now most of these are sight words. Now I'm gonna put my period right down here. I'm done. That was a very long sentence and I'm gonna trace over it with black marker so you guys can see it better. Watch. I like to go to the mountains and see the snow. Now, parents, that would be, you know, a challenge. That's a good long sentence, very long. It took all 3 lines. And if your child, if that's a struggle for them and they just want to say, I like to go to the park, that's fine with me. Now, if you did something like SeaWorld or Disneyland or Legoland, then make sure to have Mommy and Daddy help you spell it and make sure you start it with a capital letter. Here, I'll show you what I mean right here on the board. I like to go to, I'm not going to say the Disneyland. Okay, am I? Because we don't have to say the before Disneyland. I like to go to Disneyland. Disneyland is a special place. I know it's been closed for a long, long time, huh? But we are going to start it with a capital D. That's actually our new letter for this coming week. Disney La and. So mommy and daddy could help you write that. Make sure you use a capital letter if you're going to write something that's a proper noun, a place, that a special place. Now, if you just write beach or park or something, it doesn't need a capital letter. Mom and dad can help you with that. Now, I will also add a beautiful picture. I'm going to make the mountains. Maybe I'll go like this. Boom. Make a really big mountains. Boy, you can drive up to the mountains now, huh? I'm going to put some snow on the mountains. Now, we talked about the weather. You can still have a sun in the sky, even if it's winter and there's snow on the mountains. Okay, so what I'll do is I might draw a little car here. Okay, I like to go to the mountains to see the snow. I'm going to add a car here like I'm driving, and then I'll color this in. Now, remember, yours does not have to be just like mine. Now, if you want it to be just like mine, that's fine. But I want to see your ideas. Where's someplace you like to go? Okay, and I'm really anxious to see that. When it's all done and it's all colored, please take a picture, and then you guys can just keep that in your pink writing folder. Okay, keep that, and because you might want to save those stories. I probably won't put those in the memory books, but I would love to see them when they're all done. So take a picture and save it. All right, bye-bye.